and over 250,000 women and girls were brutalized as a tool of war. So that's where my framing comes from understanding how we make sure that we include everyone in the work we do. Long before I ever imagined serving on City Council, I worked on issues of gender-based violence, exploitation, and vulnerabilities that allow people, especially women, children, and marginalized communities, to be harmed in silence. And in all those years, one truth has never changed. Trafficking does not begin with a dramatic abduction. It begins with vulnerability, with grooming, with manipulation, with someone gaining trust in order to exploit it. It looks like a teen being coaxed to run away. It looks like somebody isolated at a bus stop or a train platform. It looks like what happens behind closed doors in homes we believe are safe. It happens with your own family. It lives in shadows most people don't know how to see. Today we are choosing to bring into the light, this issue into the light. I am proud to announce that Philadelphia City Council has invested $500,000 in the FY 2026 budget to launch Philadelphia's, thank you, first ever human trafficking awareness and prevention campaign, a long-term, survivor-centered mechanism that this city has needed for far too long. And I want to be very clear. This is not about a headline. This is not about a moment. This is about building an infrastructure to protect people every single day. As we prepare for our nation's 250th anniversary, the FIFA World Cup, the major MLB events, we know that large gatherings too often bring increased opportunities for traffickers. We are acting now, proactively, collaboratively, and data-informed, because safety cannot wait till 2026. Safety for every Philadelphian and everyone is our responsibility today. This campaign will create what Philadelphia needs: a unified, citywide approach, survivor-informed training and messaging, consistent public awareness tools, aligned data and shared insights, and long-term collaboration across sectors. And today is historic. For the first time, we are bringing together survivors, law enforcement, health and human service agencies, our faith community, the courts, transportation leaders, hospitality leaders, national experts, and community partners, all in one place. I have spent much of my life convening people to solve problems, and I can tell you, this is what real coordination looks like. I want to thank Council President Kenyatta Johnson. We have another hearing going on, so he's not able to come. He might stop in later. But I want to thank him for believing in the urgency of this work. And I particularly want to recognize his team who actually made this happen, this investment. We have Stefan Johnson here, Helen Lohead, who is not here, and Brianna Wakefield, who is here. I always want people to know there's always a team behind us doing the real work. So thank you, all of you. I want to thank Commissioner Bethel, District Attorney Krasner, Judge Dumas, Dr. Ellen Jo Waller, Heather LaRocca, and Salvation Army team, Angela Val, and Visit Philadelphia, DHS Commissioner Kimberly Ali, and all our partners who are stepping into this effort with courage and clarity. My guiding belief, whether in science, organizing, or governance, has always been, if we bring the right people to the table and give survivors power in the process, we can change outcomes. This is what today represents. Our goal is simple and powerful. A Philadelphia where every person feels safe, a Philadelphia that protects its children, a Philadelphia where survivors are heard, believed, supported, and uplifted, a Philadelphia that does not wait for crisis, but builds protection into the fabric of our city. Immediately after this announcement, we will convene our first stakeholder session, a historic first step in designing a blueprint that will guide our city's long-term anti-trafficking strategy. This is only the beginning, but it is the beginning we have needed for some time. Thank you for your partnership, for your leadership, and your belief that Philadelphia can and must do better. So Now, while we wait for the arrival of Council President, I'd like to invite Police Commissioner Kevin Bethel to offer remarks on our law enforcement what our law enforcement partners are preparing to meet and in strengthening the police department's ability to identify trafficking and protect survivors. His partnership is vital to our long-term safety strategy. Please welcome Police Commissioner Kevin Bethel.
I want to thank Dr. Ahmad. I wrote something down that the mayor often says, and I think it's so applicable here. She says, don't just listen to what I say, or watch what I do. Let that sit for a minute. When I engaged a councilwoman some time ago during one of the hearings, and she challenged me on what are we doing in this area, and I was stumbling like crazy because I wasn't fully versed in as to what and the impact. And so she would embark on this journey and saying, here's what we're going to do. This is the plan. Just like all good doctors, they put a plan together and they execute. So I just want to say thank you for elevating this conversation. I'm joined by Commissioner Venor, who oversees investigation, and Captain Parker, who oversees Special Victims Unit. I just real quickly, I was sharing with somebody earlier, almost over a decade ago, when I did my juvenile work, I would have the honor to be in part of a session where I would be in a room with survivors. I would meet young ladies. It was the first time in my career where I would sit down there and really grasp the magnitude. I remember I was sharing with one of the conversations, a young lady said, your policy for runaway